All right. So you sent us this YouTube podcast script called How to Make $1 Million in Today's World.
Yeah.
And it's from Stateside Talk. And today we're gonna do a deep dive into the script to pull out like the most important wealth building strategies and try and like kind of make them actionable for you specifically, you know, in this current economic climate that we're in.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's so much going on. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And so what's cool about this script is that it really focuses on practical steps.
Yeah, absolutely.
As opposed to, you know,
just theory.
Like airy-fairy.
Right. Like actually getting down to like the real things that you can do.
Yeah.
So it's really refreshing to see that.
So the first kind of core idea is this idea of leveraging scalable income.
Okay.
Right. And so it's not just about working more hours, right? It's about the script talks about building businesses or investing in assets like real estate or stocks.
Yeah.
And so the really crucial thing here is that it's about long-term growth.
Yeah. I mean, think about like what you were saying about practical steps.
Right.
Like this is really what it comes down to, like building that foundation, you know?
Yes.
Not looking for the lottery ticket.
Yes, exactly.
It's about sustainability.
Okay. And so then the second strategy that really jumped out at me was mastering high income skills.
Yeah.
And the script specifically mentions coding, AI, and digital marketing as examples. And these are skills that have the potential
we're in six figures
to earn you over $100,000 a year.
For sure.
But here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
Is this concept of stacking these skills.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not just being really good at coding, right?
Right.
But it's being good at coding and maybe also being good at digital marketing.
Right. So you have this like multifaceted skill set.
Exactly.
Which is super valuable.
Yeah. And so if you can imagine like a Venn diagram, right, where you have these two circles and where they overlap.
That sweet spot. Yeah.
That's where the magic happens.
That's where the money is.
So the third
takeaway.
Yeah, the third key takeaway kind of shifts our mindset a little bit.
Okay.
And it's this idea of focusing on solving big problems. And the script uses Elon Musk as an example.
Okay.
Right? And how he set out to solve these huge transportation and energy challenges.
Right.
And like financial success kind of came as a byproduct.
It followed, yeah.
Of that ambition.
Yeah.
So the idea here is for you to think about like
big picture.
What are the significant issues that you see in the world
that need solving?
And how can you potentially monetize those solutions?
Yeah. So it's like taking a step back.
Yeah.
You know, and instead of just focusing on like, how do I make money? It's like, what is a big problem that I can solve that people will pay for?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a really interesting reframe.
So the fourth and final key strategy is something that I think a lot of people can relate to.
Yeah, what is it?
Which is prioritizing consistency over perfection.
Yeah.
And the script specifically talks about TikTok stars and YouTubers who achieved millionaire status by consistently putting out content. They weren't waiting for it to be perfect. They were just like putting stuff out there.
He's doing it.
You know?
Yeah, showing up.
Regularly.
Yeah.
So to kind of illustrate all of these points a little bit more, the script gives us a couple of real world examples.
Right. Love those.
So the first one is Sarah.
Okay.
And she turned a $10,000 investment into $1 million through Airbnb arbitrage.
Okay.
So she was basically renting out properties on Airbnb that she didn't even own.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
Very clever.
And then the second example is Mark.
Okay, Mark.
And he developed a SaaS tool.
Okay.
So software as a service to solve HR-related challenges.
Interesting. So like streamlining some of those processes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the script really emphasizes that these successes weren't just due to luck. Right? It was
grit and
smart risks.
Smart risks, yeah. Taking those calculated chances.
Right.
So it's not just, you know, stumbling into success.
Right.
It's actually putting in the work, making smart decisions, and being consistent.
Right. And so as you're thinking about all of this, I want you to consider like which of these strategies and examples really resonates with you the most. Right. And think about your own skills, your own circumstances.
Yeah. What's your unique situation?
Yeah. And what's one small but consistent action that you could take this week?
That's a good question.
So to kind of move yourself towards, building more scalable income.
Right.
Or honing a high income skill.
Right. That's a great takeaway.
So that's our deep dive into wealth building for today.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here.